We were studying about the different type of functions, such as into function, onto function, bijective function, and uh, also you study the different way to prove whether your function is onto function or off function. So uh, and also we are studying about the way how to prove one function onto function, and no doubt if the function is one and onto both, it is said to be as bijective function. So here we have to solve different type of questions and learn how to prove any question which be proved as a one onto as well as bijective. So just we have to solve one by one, and you learn and practice on similar type of questions which we already shown in your assignment. So your first question is, so that the function f is such that n to n given as f1 is equal to f2 is equal to 1 and fx is equal to x minus 1 for all x greater or equal to 0 is not 1 but onto. So here you have to show that it is not 1. So at what condition you can say that the function is not 1? So you have to learn all the definitions and the conditions regarding all the different types of functions. So if you, that means, see the way by which the function is defined here. So here you see that f1 and f2, here 1 and 2 are the distinct element from the domain of f, and here f is such that n to n, so n is its domain, and no doubt n is its codomain. That is codomain, and here you have domain. So the elements 1 and 2 belongs to the domain of f. So 1 and 2 are distinct. But here you see that the value of the function corresponding to these two distinct values are same. So f1 and f2 is equal to 1. So you can say that f is not 1 function. So only you have to write these sentence or the condition, and your first part be completed. So how that means you write that type of questions. So write it. Since f1 is equal to f2 is equal to 1, f1 and f2 is equal to 1, and it shows that uh, hence for x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 2, fx1 is equal to fx2. Here you see that fx1 and fx2 are equal, and that be equal to 1. So you can say that f is not 1 function. F is not 1 function. So in this way, you prove here f is not 1 function. Now come to second point. Here you have to show that function is onto. In case of onto function, what you do in that case means all the element in the codomain is as the image of some element in its domain. Means in codomain there is no any element left which is not the image of any element in its codomain. So that means in such a way that fx is equal to y. Fx is equal to y. So if that type of condition hold for a function, you can say that f is onto function. Or the second method is the codomain is equal to range of f. The codomain is equal to range of f. Now if you see that f1 and f2, in all that two natural number, one is the smallest natural number and the next one is 2, and for both the cases its value is 1, no doubt. And also if you put x is equal to 2 wherever the function is defined, so x greater or equal to 2, the value of the function become x minus 1. So if you put it here, x is equal to 2, you have again 1. So here that means for 1 it is 1, and for 2 it be that means 1. Now if you put other natural numbers, that means if you put x is equal to 3, you have 2. If you put x is equal to 4, you have again natural number. So here you see that in all the cases you have the natural number. So all the natural numbers in the codomain that means comes out for the different values of x, which are the natural numbers. But so that be the concept in which way you can see that, oh, it is onto. But for the that means writing point of view, how you see it. So if you want to prove any function as onto function, so just as per that means function, here we adopt first method to prove it. So what is first method? For all y belongs to codomain. For all y belongs to codomain, there exists x belongs to codomain, that means n. Here n and are both, it is given codomain and domain. So n such that fx is equal to y. And trying to find the value of x in terms of y, and then you find the value of x, if sorry fx, and if that value of fx is all again equal to y, so you can say that the function is onto function. So let us check it, how you check it is onto. So here you write, let y belongs to n, and that n is what? That is codomain. Yes, let y belongs to n, and that y is a part of codomain. Y belongs to n, then there exists x belongs to n, and that n is in domain. X is domain such that in domain as fx is equal to, sorry, y is equal to fx. So write it, y and value of fx is x minus 1, or from here you find the value of x. So x is equal to y plus 1, and that y plus 1 also belongs to n, and that n is what? Domain. So what you have here, if y is any element, arbitrary element in the codomain, so no doubt there exists x is equal to y plus n in the, that means domain. And now applying the condition such that fx is equal to y. Now putting the value of x here, so your value of x is y plus 1, so you can write f y plus 1. So how you find the value of fy plus 1? Just see here, fx is equal to x plus 1. So in place of x, here you have y plus 1. So put it there. So that is equal to y plus 1. Sorry, you put here y plus 1 minus 1. So again you have y. So here you see that the complete, that means function is defined here. So means what? All the elements corresponding to the codomain, you have the element like that, and which satisfying the condition fx is equal to y. So y plus 1 is again equal to y. You see that f is onto function, write it. So f is said to be as onto function. In this way, you can prove that f is onto function, write it in one line sentence also here, fx is equal to onto function. Now come to second question. Your second question is, let a is equal to x belongs to r, that means real number, such that x greater or equal to minus 1 less or equal to 1 and is also equal to b, so that f is equal to x mod of x is bijection. X mod of x is bijection, you have to prove it. So check it. Bijection is also known as bijective function, means you have to show that the function is bijective. So how you prove it, the function is bijective? If the function is 1, 1 and on to both, it is said to be as bijective function. So first of all, that means how you write the solution of that type of question. First you write the things which be given in your question. Means you have to, that means write about the sets, domain, codomain, as well as function. So here set A is given as x belongs to R, that means real number, such that x greater or equal to 1, minus 1 and less or equal to 1. And that set is also equal to B, that is given. And the function is defined as f is equal to x mod x. Function is x into mod x, and function is from A to B. Here it is given f is such that A to B. That is also given. That we misprint in your second question. That will not shown here. But here the function is from A to B. So no doubt, A is the domain and B is its codomain. But as per question, the set A and set B both are same. You have to prove that it is 1, 1 function and onto function. If the function is 1, 1 and onto both, it is automatically, it is said to be as bijective function. So first you prove for 1, 1 function. So in case of 1, 1 function, what you do in that case? You have to take two distinct elements from the given set. So no doubt, if you take two distinct elements, but here you see that the value of x, that with the domain, is from minus 1 to 1 close interval. If you write it in the form of interval, that is close interval minus 1 to 1. So here you have the modulus function. So for the different, if you rearrange the function here, so the value of function you have like that. If x is greater or equal to 0, what you have in that case? The mod of x is equal to x. So x into x, that becomes x square. If x greater or equal to 0, you know mod of x is equal to x. So x into x, and that gives x square. Now come to second point. If x is less than 0, x is less than 0, its value
minus x
is
square.
minus x square. But here that means there be a condition also. X is greater than 0, but it be less than 1 as per the given domain. So you can write the complete information here if you that means want. So you can write in this way: x is greater or equal to 0, but less or equal to 1, and in that domain. And here you can write x is greater or equal to minus 1 and less than 0. So as per given question, you have to, that means, rearrange the function fx like that. Now take it point. So if you, that means, take first function, let x1, x2 belongs to this one, and that can be written as 0 to 1 from the domain. Let x1, x2 belongs to this one such that fx1 is equal to fx2. So that implies x1 square is equal to x2 square. And here you see that that gives the positive value. So this implies x1 is equal to x2. So f is 1, 1 function. F is 1, 1 function. So it's proved that.
So can you explain this step again?
Yes, sure. This one? From this one?
Yes,
from
yes,
starting,
sir.
sir, please, sir. Sir, please, from starting.
Okay, from starting. Okay, just wait. Actually, first of all, you have to, that is, write the sets from this step from the question. Okay. Now here we are rearrange the given function. So here it is given that a set is as the real number, and that real number is in between from -1 to 1 within that means close interval -1 to 1. Okay, and the function is given as f is equal to x mod of x. So here we rearrange the function. You've already known that if x is greater or equal to 0, the value of mod x is x. So x into x becomes x square. So here we write x square. So if you write here x is greater or equal to 0, but not beyond this one, it not be more than this one. That's why we have to write the interval or inequality like that. X is greater or equal to 0 and less or equal to 1. Is it clear? Okay, now come to the second point. Here the minimum value is -1. And if for x less than 0, the value of mod of x is -x. -x into x becomes -x square. So in that case, you write x greater or equal to -1 and less than 0, the value of function becomes -x square. That's why you write here in this way. Any doubt? Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
No doubt? Okay. Now, first of all, you take, that means we take here first part in this interval. So here we take two distinct elements, x1 and x2, that belongs to first interval 0 to 1. Such that as per definition, fx1 is equal to fx2. Now putting the value of x1 and x2 in this function, x square. So you have x1 square is equal to x2 square, and that gives x1 is equal to x2. So you can write f is 1 function. So in this way, you prove its first part. You prove here first part. Now in case of second part,
Yes, sir.
yes, in case of second part, what you do? Yes, prove it. Again, you take here, let x1, x2 for this one belongs to this interval, and this interval is written as -1 to 0, such that fx1 is equal to fx2. fx1 is equal to fx2. So this implies -x1 square is equal to minus times of x2 square, and that we cancel out. So again you have x1 is equal to x2. So overall f is 1 function. F is 1 function. So here you see that the function is 1. Now its second part is onto function. For onto function, here you adopt second method because it makes you easy. Here you trying to find the range of the function, and range can be very easily, that means obtained from here. For onto function, codomain of the function b is already given, which is x, and that x lying between -1 to 1, that be the codomain. Now you find the range of this function. So first that means applying let for x greater or equal to 0 and less or equal to 1, y is equal to, here you write y1 is equal to x square. What you write? Let for x greater or equal to 0 less than 1, y1 is equal to x square. Now the value of this one, x is what? So the value of x is
Under root y.
Under root y1. Under root y1. And just listen. Under root y1. And here, x is positive number. So x is positive here. So y1 is also greater or equal to 0. Y1 is greater or equal to 0. And one thing more, here x is not beyond 1. So that means the value of x lying between 0 to 1 only. So if you that means put the values, so the possible values is that means the y1 is greater than 0, greater or equal to 0, and that be less than 1, less or equal to 1. So if you that means find that here, the value of, because the value of x greater or equal to, that is less or equal to 1. So what you think here, as the value of y here within root, so no doubt root is defined whenever the quantity within that is greater or equal to 0. So here you can say y1 is greater than 0. But if you are talking about the complete value of y1 for the entire domain 0 to 1, you can say that if you put x is equal to 1 maximum value, the y becomes also 1. That's why you can say that y1 belongs to 0 to 1. That is suppose first equation. That is first equation. Within the domain 0 to 1, the value of y1 belongs to 0 to 1. Now, if you come to second point, in that case, here the domain is decided as x greater or equal to 1, minus 1 and less than 0. X greater or equal to 1, less than 0. So in that case, what you have? Just wait. So if you put x is equal to, that means less than 0, the quantity which is less than 0, within either you put it here or is this side. So, and you're trying to find the value of possible values of fx. So here you see that if you put its maximum value, that means minimum value minus 1, so you have minus 1. If you put minimum value minus 1, the value of function is minus 1. And finally, you have its domain is also, that means the value of function is minus 1 to less than 0. So right for this one. Second point, for x greater or equal to minus 1 and less than 0, y2 belongs to minus 1 to 0. Minus 1 to 0, that is second equation. Now, if you combining 1 and 2, that means take the union of these two. So you have the range. So the range of function is y1 union y2, and you have minus 1 to 0 union 0 to 1, and that can be also written as minus 1 to 1, and is also equal to b. That is equal to b, which is codomain of f, right? That is also equal to b, which is range of, sorry, codomain of f. Codomain of f. Which is codomain of f. So here you see that for the given function, the range of f is also equal to b, which is the codomain of f. So right, hence f is onto function. F is onto function, right, in this way. Hence it is bijective. Hence it is bijective. Hence it is bijective. So in this way, second question is to be proved. So with the help of range and the codomain of the function, you can very easily prove that whether your function be onto or not. And that is very authentic method. If the function is given in such a way, you can very easily prove that the function is onto function. Now come to third question. Your third question is, so that the function f is such that r to r given by fx is equal to 3x cube, fx is equal to 3x cube plus 5 for all value of x belongs to r is a bijection. Bijection means here you have to prove that it is a bijective function. So again, the function is 1, 1 and onto. So let us start. So first you write heading 1, 1 function. Actually, the proving of 1, 1 function is easy. Let x1, x2 belongs to R. That means this R. Domain. x1, x2 are always the element of domain of the function. This one. So belongs to R such that fx1 is equal to fx2. fx1 is equal to fx2. Now putting its value, 3x1 cube plus 5 is equal to 3x2 cube plus 5. So 5 is cancelled out. And finally you have x1 cube is equal to x2 cube. Now if you take the cube root of both sides, x1 is equal to x2. So here you prove that f is 1, 1 function. So the half part of the function is, that is question is completed. F is 1, 1 function. F is 1, 1 function. Now come to second point, onto function. So here we applying first method for the proving of onto. Onto function. So let y belongs to R. That R belongs to where? That R is from codomain. Let y belongs to R, then there exists fx is equal to y. Now putting the value of fx and trying to find the value of x. So you write 3x cube plus 5 is equal to y, or x cube is equal to y minus 5 by 3, or x is equal to y minus 5 upon 3 whole power 1 by 3. Whole power 1 by 3. And you have to learn the step. In this way, you can write for the proving of onto function if you adopt first method to prove it. So let y belongs to R, that means codomain. Then there exists fx is equal to y. Here putting the value of fx is equal to y and trying to find the value of x. So what does it mean? Means if y belongs to R, then there exists x is equal to this one, and that is also belongs to R, and that R is from domain. That R is from domain, and that x belongs to domain in such a way that fx is equal to y. So after that you write the step. After that you write such that fx is equal to, and you trying to find the value of fx, such that fx is equal to, now putting the value of x here, so f of y minus 5 by 3 whole power 1 by 3 and is equal to, yes, put it here, 3 into y minus 5 whole upon 3 power 1 by 3 and the complete whole cube plus 5. So here you see that 3 and 3 is cancelled out. After that 3 cancel out, 5 cancel out. So finally you have y. Finally you have y here. Finally you have y here. So here you see that for each of the element y belongs to codomain, there exists x is equal to y minus 5 upon 3 whole power 1 by 3 belongs to domain such that fx is equal to y. So it completely satisfying the definition or the condition for the onto function. So you can write it as f is onto function. So f is onto function. Or then you write, since f is 1 1 and onto, hence f is bijective function. So f is bijective function. F is bijective function. You can write it finally. So if the that means the simple functions are given and if you want to prove it or check it whether it be bijective or onto function, you have to adopt this method to prove it. Now next question number 4. Yes, question number 4, you can try it by yourself. Same, you have to adopt same method as you already that is solved in question number 3, so that the function f is such that defined by fx is equal to 3 question number 4, so that the function f is such that R2R given by fx is equal to ax plus b, where a b belongs to R and a not equal to 0 is bijective. So you have to applying the same method which we already that means use in question number 3. Yes, it is 1 1, it is onto. For onto you have to that means applying the same method as you already solved here in third question. Yes, you use it. Yes, do it by self. Now question number 5, 4 you have to solve by own. Question number 5, so that the function fx so that the function question number 5, so that the function f is such that R0 to R0 to R0 defined by fx is equal to 1 by x is 1 1 and onto 1 1 and onto. Then the next part is the result true if domain R0 is replaced by n with codomain being same as R0. So what is given here? Actually, that question is from NCERT. So question number 5. Here function is given f is such that R0 to R0. R0 means non-zero real number. So that non-zero real number, and here you have non-zero real number, and the function is given as fx is equal to 1 by x, and you have to prove that it is 1 1 and onto function. So for onto function, that means assume let x1 x2 belongs to R0, and that R0 is from domain. Yes, write it domain in bracket, that is for learning point of view. So x1 x2 belongs to R0 such that fx1 is equal to fx2, and this implies 1 by x1 is equal to 1 by x2, and here it is already given x belongs to R0 means non-zero real number. So x1 and x2, 1 by x1 and 1 by x2 is defined So its reciprocal can be written as x1 and x2 are equal. So you can say f is 1, 1 function. F is 1, 1 function. So f is 1, 1 function. Now for onto function, if you are using here onto function, you see that onto function, here you that means use second method. You can very easily find its range. So here you assume let y is equal to 1 by x, or x is equal to 1 upon y, and y not equal to 0. So what does it mean? Y not equal to 0 means what? Y is defined for all the real number except 0. So you can say that range of function is also R naught. Here you see that y not equal to 0, and y not equal to 0 means what? The range of this function is all the real number except 0, that is denoted by R naught. So range of f is R naught, and that is also equal to codomain. That is also equal to codomain, because here it is given the codomain of function is R naught, and that R naught and range both are same. So you can say that f is onto function. Write it directly. If you can very easily find the range of the function, in that case the proving of onto function is so short.
Sir, how RF is equal to R naught? Please again explain.
This one, okay, RF means the range of f. RF means range of f. Just see it. Actually, range is the that will defined value of y. Range is the defined value of y. So if you here find the value of x is equal to 1 upon y, as y is within denominator, in denominator, so it should not be 0. So here you write y not equal to 0. And except 0, if you put any real number in place of y, you have its defined value. So you can say that the range of this function is a real number except 0. Okay?
Yes,
Except
sir.
0. Yes, except 0. So, and that R naught is